There we go. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. As you can see, I'm still awake. Still sleeping here. All right, I think Mike is on. Good morning to everyone. Good morning, CRNX, Shark Trends, WXB, Nico, John Amos, DJ NYCN. Appreciate you, Shark, letting me know. Let's go over some of the comments here. Morning. Shark Trends here for a few. Gotcha. So far, the opening range trade to settlement is working. I hit it 2 times already. Yeah, it's been... The gap fill has been pretty... Yesterday was sloppy, but it's been playing out for sure. Settlement, yesterday's close, and overnight low down there in the 790 to 800 area. I thought we were going to hit it with this wick. As what, a 40-point wick right down to yesterday's close. Good morning, John Amos. Well, the bulls keep pushing. We've been in this 800 to about 880 range during the overnight and some of yesterday's afternoon. P. Cooper in the house. What up? Good morning to all the NASDAQ addicted traders. We flushed VWAP on that candle, on this candle right here. VWAP was or is at 835, and this flushed it right down. Came and tested. We didn't really touch, well, that could be considered a touch on yesterday's close. Overnight low is right below it, around 790, so I could see another push at the open to test these lows, overnight low and previous day close, or that settlement area. And then previous day low, we have all the way down at 760 if they're really going to be testing yesterday's low during the open. Yesterday was a choppy day. We had that move to the upside, but it was nasty. It was choppy as hell. WXB, waiting for an eval to be reviewed. Nice. Well, you passed it. That's the important part. So nicely done. Let's take, how much time do we have? Oh, we have plenty of time. I'm here early today. All right. Let's take a look at the news. So for today, we have 10 a.m. news. Remember, my times are in Arizona, so 3 hours behind New York Eastern. 7 a.m. or 10 a.m. Eastern. We do have news, and then we have some more. That's a red folder event. And then we have some yellow folder events throughout the day. I don't think I'll be here for that. Tomorrow, DPI, that will sure move the market. 8:30 a.m. So we have a lot of news going on this week. That's why we're seeing a lot of chop. Then on September 11th, CPI. So that's Thursday. And that's leading into FOMC rate decisions on Friday. That's going to be a hell of a lot of volatility. So this whole week is volatile. Yesterday was pretty choppy, and it's playing out basically with the 3 Newsdays event ahead of us. All right, back to the chart. So we had this little flush, the stop hunt run here, 830 all the way down to 800, 30-point candle. Barely touched yesterday's close and provided a little bounce. Let's see if they continue to press or push down to those numbers from yesterday. Previous day close, overnight low, and previous day high down here at 760. Nicolas Gomez, the man from the other side of the ocean in Paris. Good afternoon or good evening for you. Di, good morning. Good morning. Good morning to everyone. I appreciate you all tuning in. Let's try to get some green. And if it's going to be red, let's make a little bit of red. Let's not give it all back. All right, I'm gonna go grab some more water, and I'll be right back. All right, let's trade some gold today. Hey, man, I enjoy trading gold. Actually, I'm going to spend the day spending some time taking a look at the gold charts today after Grace finished the stream. Gold's moving. Look at this, is money right here. Look at these channels. That's one thing I did notice is gold does respect channels very nicely, and these little small movements are money. So we shall see. Gold stays strong on trend, so diamond hands print. Yeah, I agree. I looked at it this morning, and these channels seem to be respected pretty nicely, especially on, look at this, trend. They hop in and out of trend, but I'm going to start playing around with gold a little bit more. Thanks for the tip there, Di. WXB, yes, sir. I don't know about today in the morning, but I'll play around with it at night. Tom H, good morning. Or who knows, maybe we'll after NQ, maybe we'll hop on gold for a little bit and see if we can capture something. All right, what do we got here? So that is the thought process here. I think, looking at yesterday's close, overnight low, and previous day low down here at 760, we may have a quick move to the downside. The gap fill, potential gap fill reversal. We have a pivot point down at 780. So I'm looking at that area for a potential gap fill reversal play. But we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Carlos, do we see 780 this morning? Yeah, we got, that's an area that the market would want to hunt, right? Previous day close at 798, overnight low at 790. You have pivot point at 780 and previous day low right below at 760. So this is a hot area. Now the question is, are they going to flush that whole area and keep going? Or potential gap fill reversal down there. We have a pivot point. We got area of confluence down here. WXB, I could see how gold during the day can wreck you. But at night, those small little movements pay it. We'll see. All right, so far they gave us this little 30-point candle, barely touched previous day close area and bounced it, continuing their way up. See what happens. How much time do we have left? Oh, we got 4 minutes. Guys calling all-time highs today, huh? Oh boy. How far are we from all-time highs? 200 points still? 200 points to go. All right, casino opens in 3 minutes, guys. 3 minutes. We've got some news being rolled out. Just Israeli updates on America gave us full cover to attack Hamas in Qatar. Okay. There was a... Got it. Okay. Whatever it is, it's not moving the market that much. Nico, hourly has an ascending triangle right for a breakout. Okay, so I think, I mean, bulls have been in an ascending channel for quite some time this week. So they keep pushing up. They keep grinding it. All right, we are touching that 200 SMA, coming into resistance. This was the flush below VWAP. Now VWAP becoming resistance. Is this going to be the move, quick move to the downside for that gap fill? Potentially test pivot points, 780 down there. So let's see. See how it plays out. Dive, he's a perma bear. I didn't know that part about you. Perma bear. Sitting out today. Gold only. All right. All right, casino. Casino opens in 1 minute. May the force be with you guys. Good luck to all. Casino opens in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, there's a touch on the VWAP. There's a quick push. How far will she go? Overnight high is around 885. Previous day high, 888. Not liking it. I was looking for the flush of that 20 SMA. Didn't flush yet, so out pretty quickly on that. And going to try it again. On, flush it. And it's not flushing. Chop it. Yeah, Shark Trends. I'm starting to see that we're holding above that 200. So waiting to see if we get a flush. Otherwise, I'll get out. There we go. We're hovering now at the 9. This is the make or break. Otherwise, they're pushing this up today. They're using the 200 SMA as the bounce. Unable to flush below the 200 still. Comes the flush. They can push below that 290 MA. We're going downtown. If not, they're going to pop it pretty quickly. So I'll get out. Okay, attempting to flush now. Let's see if they can bring this down a little bit more. Otherwise, may have to clip this. Bounced at the 20 SMA. And bouncing it at that area. No flush below VWAP. There is with another move, trying to flush it below VWAP. Okay. need to flush the 20 SMA, which is that purple line. If they're going to make the move to the downside, it looks like it's not a move to the downside. Holding. It's holding. And still consolidating. Indecision there at that VWAP. All right, coming down for that 20. It's bounced now a couple times at the 20. See if the bears can push. Money is holding. Gonna break one way or the other. And looks like it's gonna go to the upside here. All right, here we go. Probably the last chance for the bears to make that flush. If they make it happen, then we got potential gap fill. Otherwise, time to get out and hop on along. Here they go. They're trying to flush it. They can't. Can't flush it. Here we go. All right, now the gap fill is at 798. Overnight low at 790. Let's see if they can make this move. Otherwise, like I said, this could be the bounce. There's trying. Come on, bear, easy bears. Push it. Flush it. Flush it. Flush it. They can't. They can't flush it. Come on, flush. So 798 previous day close, settlement area 790 overnight low. Come on. No, they can't do it. Can't do it. Flush it. Can't, and I'm not liking it. I'm out. I gave it enough time. So on to the next one. Way too choppy. And now they flush it probably. Way too choppy though. All right, so if they do the gap fill, then I'll probably look at a gap fill reversal if they do bring it down there. Otherwise, I'm letting that one go. And there's the play. Typical NQ. Look at that chop. All right, well, I'm glad I got out of that one for a little bit of green. All right, so no gap fill, at least for now. Now let's see if the bulls are going to start pushing this up or a continuation of that chop. Chop is real today, so I'm going to have to see profit, take profit. John Amos, 419 contracts sitting at 860. Yeah. I guess we are going up. Jesse James, good morning. Zen Trader, good morning. All right, and here comes the bounce. This is the move to the upside now. Or further chop. And more chop. All right, so if this is the rejection now, let's see what happens here at the 200 SMA. If this is now the play to the downside that I was waiting for, let me see if I can hop on. If they can't push above 860 with force, then they're just trapping this move to the downside. So let's see. Choppy mess indeed. But I'm still thinking they're going for the gap fill, but they're trapping both directions. If they get above 860, then there's no gap fill play. If they continue to rubber band this area, the selling pressure starts building, then I do think we have the gap fill first, which is the play that I was looking for. It just got way too choppy to stay in that. Let's see. Anything above 860, then they're going to start pushing up. All right. Are they going to make their move down for the gap fill? And it was all just a trap? Or are they pushing above 860? All right, here they go. Yeah, I don't know if I could trade this, guys. This is a little too choppy. As much as I love chop, but this is insane. Well, we got PPI tomorrow, CPI tomorrow, and is it tomorrow or hold on? CPI tomorrow, Wednesday, CPI Thursday, and FOMC Friday. So you're gonna see a lot of chop this week for today. All right, is this the move that I was waiting for? Looking for? Is this finally the gap fill? And now it basically killed everybody's drawdown in that chop. Or are you playing an ascending channel? There's a little ascending channel forming here. Hard to read, man. All right, I'm going to try a little ascending channel long here. Hey, why didn't enter? Maybe that's for a good reason. All right, let's try. Hey, why can't I enter? All right, I've attempted to enter twice and it's not taking my orders. I'm not touching it again. Maybe that's a sign. Don't long. That's the bottom of that channel, the ascending channel that's forming here. So I wanted to hop on that long right there, but I tried to hit buy market order twice and it just didn't give me an entry. Well, maybe it's telling me, don't do it. Don't do it. All right, we got news in 10 minutes, so I got to stay out. Alexa, stop. News in 10 minutes. My alarm, we have, what is it? 10 a.m.? No. Yep, quarterly employment and wages. It is a red folder event, so there should be some volatility there. All right, so I think the gods helped me out on that, not allowing me to enter. I don't know why I couldn't enter there. But still liking the bottom of that channel. But we got news in 10 minutes. I'm going to stay flat. It's already pretty volatile as it is. If we get the gap fill that I was looking for initially, this is the gap fill reversal down to, gap fill down to 798, 790 area, then be it. I'm going to let that one go. Way too choppy. That was the original short that I got out for a little bit of green. Q does what it wants to do, not what you want it to do. All right, so I guess it trapped some bulls thinking that was the push, and now finally giving that gap fill. I'm going to stay out. It's way too choppy. But here comes the gap fill reversal, or gap fill, down to 790. What is it? 798, 790 area, right around here. Got pivot point at 780, and maybe consider a gap fill reversal long down there. But let's see if we get down there. It's way too choppy. This is see profit, take profit today. 5-10 points, get out. All right, I'm going to wait for 10 a.m. news. I'll be flat. Let's see if we get that gap fill now. That was the original play that I was looking for, but way too choppy. So 790, 780 area, you got that pivot point at 780. You got the 200 SMA on the 15-minute down there as well. Potential gap fill reversal long down there, but today, I don't know if there's any patterns with this chop. 5-10 points and get out. News in 7 minutes. It is a red folder event, so let's see what that brings. And is this the calm before the storm on the news? All right, now they're going for that gap fill down at 798. Overnight low is at 790. A choppy move at best. Ugly, ugly price action. And it will be choppy. We got PPI tomorrow, CPI Thursday, and FOMC on Friday. So I'm thinking we're going to go down for the 780 pivot point, the gap fill, previous day low area, and potentially bounce this, but let's be patient. I tried to short down to the settlement play, but way too choppy to stay in that. News in 5 minutes. So far the bears have not been able to get their gap fill. Came close. We can consider that a gap fill now. It's the question, are they going to test overnight low and previous day low? Or is this the low of the session? Now it's rally all the way back up. News in 4 minutes. Carlos, to the moon, my perma bull here. All right, looks like that is the bounce. 805. 805 was the bounce. 10 points now? No, 20 points. 20-point bounce there. I'm into some resistance at that 20 SMA. And looks like they're finally moving without chop. All right, news in 2 minutes. I'm going to be flat until we get the news drop and see what happens. So far, they are in a descending channel, so no matter how you look at it, channel is still being played out. See if they do what they do all best. They trap some longs here and flush them right back down to the bottom of that channel. So news in 2 minutes. I've learned to respect these bear channels. They do this. They flush you up, flush you right back down, give you the hint of the breakout, and they flush you right back down to the bottom of that channel. All right, news in 45 seconds. All right, they're playing that channel to the T. Now we're waiting for the breakout of this channel, either to the downside or to the upside. If they break it to the downside, then we're going to come down and test that pivot point, 780. They're pretty damn close. I don't see why not. So I'm going to be hands off, though. So they came to the top of that channel, brought it back down. See when and if they break out of that channel. All right, news dropped. Nothing crazy just yet. Uh-oh. Is this the move now? Indecision. All right, classic little trap there. Playing that channel. I've learned to respect those bear channels. They play them to the T. All right, so that was your overnight low test, your previous day close. That was your gap fill. That's the gap fill reversal. I'm watching this. I'm going to hop on along. See if they bounce out of that channel. Otherwise, I got to clip it. And they're not bouncing it. Oh boy. Playing the gap fill reversal here. Not really, didn't get the best entry. Pushed me all the way up there, but that's all right. We'll monitor it. and out. Getting out of that one for now, and let's wait for pivot point and previous day low. It is choppy today. All right, they're pushing. That's pivot point touch right there. Is that the bounce now? Still no bounce. All right. I'm going to attempt to bounce there at that pivot point. Same area one more time, and if not, I have to call it a day. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Come on. All right, there they go. They're attempting to bounce that pivot point. Not strong pivot, not a strong bounce by any means. All right, there we go. Come on, push. Christopher, no worries, man. Welcome to the stream. Good morning, brother. And they still can't pop out. Starting to push. 20th, let's see if the top of that channel is the move. Otherwise, if they can break out, then we're good. Otherwise, I may have to consider getting out at the top of that channel because it's a weak bounce. I'm not convinced. Come on. All right, here we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No. Carlos is long 785. I got in along at 793, but hey, it's chop. The chop is real. Ugh. See if we can get this bounce out of that channel. Potentially target 200 SMA. Where's VWAP? VWAP is up at 825. Let's target VWAP on this. Watching the breakout of that channel. If not, then this is just bears in control and they're going to flush it right back down. So I may have to get out early, but let's see. You got to get out of that channel at top of that trend line. Otherwise, they're going to flush it right back down like they've done once, twice, and it's third time a charm. All right, targeting VWAP here. 825 is my out. I don't know why my entries are not showing. If we come back down, oh man, no continuation on it. No continuation. Come on, push. Push. Come to VWAP. Come to VWAP. Freaking NQ. Can't do what you want it to do. Push. Oh, you can't make this up. All right, we got it. I don't know why my trades aren't showing though. Hold on. I thought I fixed this last night. Hold on. Charts, fills and orders. Show order lines. There we go. Show fills. There we go. Show trade lines. There we go. All right. So we got the trade to VWAP. We caught the pivot point bounce to VWAP and up 464 with some nasty chop. I'm leaving it alone for now. Carlos walking out with some green too. Yeah, that was a good little long down there from the pivot point. For a second, I didn't think I was going to get a VWAP touch there, but we got it. Now let's see. Let's look for the next setup. Man, now they woke up. All right, so if they get above 860, and bulls are in control, they're going to push this. Just not trusting the chop, though. All right, this is the make or break area, 860. They're either going to push it or they're going to play a range first. Well, good morning to everyone. If you're enjoying the stream, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe. We do this every morning, Monday through Friday, 9:15 a.m. They got caught in a little bit of chop and recovered and now in some green and waiting for the next setup. All right, let's bring in the 15-minute opening range. I think we're about to do that. Let's see. All right, we're just, oh, that is the 15-minute opening range breakout right now. Got it. Zen Trader long 870. Long to 870. Got it. All right, so Guess we're now hopping on the long bandwagon. Let's see where this pullback. Watching for a pullback. We are in a very tight ascending channel. That is nice and tight. As long as they hold it. I hop on a long. Let's wait for a pullback to test those moving averages. We just tested the 200 and bounced. That may have been the pullback. And of course, they're doing it dirty first. See where the pullback comes to. King Caesar, good morning, brother. They're coming to test that 9 EMA now. If they flush this all the way back down, then we're just range bound. Otherwise, they need to bounce here pretty quickly. Stay in that ascending channel. Oop. Nasty price action. Huh. All right, so they're coming to, ooh. Are they going to come back to the bottom of the range? Yep. Ooh, they trapped some orb breakout players right there. Nasty NASDAQ. Passive income trying to hit long at 814. Zen Trader in at 842. Bounced off of the 20 SMA. Trying to flush the 20, which is the purple line. So my lines are purple line, 20 SMA, blue line, 9 EMA, red line, 200 SMA. So they set the higher low here, then yes, you can. It's the bounce for the upside. Nasty. Now, if they flush this all the way back down, that's dirty. Dirty, dirty. Trapping some longs. Yep. All right, let's see if they bounce it here. That's the second touch on the 20 SMA. Still no flush below it. The 20 SMA is holding. For now. For now. Zen Trader, 25-point loss. Hey, brother, it's nasty. I do think the bounce is around this area, 815. Just too choppy for me to hop on, but if they can hold that 20, oof, oof, oof. They can't hold this. You gotta hold this area for the bounce. That'd be your higher low. All right, they're holding it. It's too choppy. I can't do it. I can't do it. I think I took my 3 trades of the day and walking out in the green. If this doesn't calm down, there's no reason. Look at the barcoding, the 5 to 15 minute just barcoding. All right, they're looking to flush that 20. If it doesn't hold, then Houston, we have a problem. Ooh, it's not holding. Nasty. Mini trader, nasty shelf at 855 on the volume profile. So they've been hinting at this 860, right? I'm sure all you, everyone's been talking about the orders up here on Bookmap and everything. They trapped everybody waiting for that push up here. Flushed them down again, 40 points. Similar to yesterday's price action. I think yesterday was, what, 790? They trapped 4 or 5 times, hinting the breakout. In other words, they came down, came back up, came down, came back up. And they hinted a breakout 5 times yesterday. It just didn't happen. And then they flushed everybody up down. Let's take a look at the price action from yesterday real quick, because I'm not going to take anything. But that is very similar to yesterday. Look at the price action for yesterday morning. Here we go, right here. Right, everybody was looking at the break of 885 yesterday, that 890 break, 900 to the moon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attempts, and then flushed everybody out, trapped a whole bunch of bulls there. That was yesterday, and now we're in a nasty chop fest. I'm not going to do anything until we get out of the chop fest. Let's identify this chop fest, right? It's the box. Got a little look above and fail and a look below and fail. Everyone's waiting for the break of 860, so let them battle this, right? And let's wait for the break, either to the upside or to the downside at this point. I already played the rubber bands, almost got caught in some red there and walked out in the green in that rubber band price action, so time to wait. Let them do the dirty work for us. That's the range right there. Very similar to yesterday. Chart patterns are very quick. They hop in and out of patterns. It's nasty. Nasty price action. All right, well, while we wait for NQ to figure out what it wants to do, if you're new to the stream or enjoying the content, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe. I do this every morning, Monday through Friday, 9:15 a.m. Zen Trader, I will move on to next day. Hey man, it's the best thing. If you got a little bit of red or a little bit of green, walk out. This is nasty price action. Zen Trader, we need to break above 858. I agree with you. This is the top of this range. 2 things can happen. We break above or we break below. Until then, just let them do all the dirty work. Trappy, just like yesterday. Now, again, yesterday we had a couple traps to the upside and then finally flushed everybody out. See how it plays out. Probably a good day to size down. If you think you're going to go in a long, build along with micros. If you think you're going to go short, build it with micros. Risky. Go with size today. All right, guys, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. What did nasty NASDAQ do? All right, still playing the range. It's in the middle. Don't fiddle in the middle. Don't do it. For now, hands off until we break out in either direction. We had a little bit of fun trading that chop. Got walked out with some green, but I'm not testing that range anymore. Nicolas, nasty NASDAQ, man. It's gonna be nasty the rest of the week. You got PPI tomorrow, CPI Thursday, and FOMC on Friday. It's gonna be nasty chop this week. I got caught in some of this nastiness, but finally got the winning trade, and I think I'm calling it. Unless we break out of this range, I'm not trading it. Not trading it. No reason to. Let them battle it out. Let them kill themselves in that range. And then when you get the clean breakout, then we decide if we want to hop on. It was 2 days in a row of nasty chop. I mean, if we go back again to yesterday, it's the week, right? You got PPI, CPI, and FOMC. I mean, look at this. This was 6:30 a.m. my time, right? Let's put that on to 1 minute to see the chop up there. But yesterday was the 8th. Oh, hold on. Look at that chop. That lasted 3 hours in this range. And just like today, everybody was waiting for the breakout of 885 yesterday. And you got trapped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times and then finally flushed all those bulls out. Then we got into this range that played out through the overnight from last night. And we're back. We're back in this chop fest. Ooh, bottom of the range. Oh, so tempting to long that. So tempting to long that. I'm not messing with that range anymore. I played around enough this morning. I don't want to test my luck. Range. You gotta have the cojones though to long the bottom, short the top. And if you're not interested in, don't do it. But it is range bound. At least we know we're not doing breakouts or anything crazy yet. Oh, oh, maybe not. It's the breakout. Anybody want to trade the what's it called? The house account? We do have the house account. Hasn't been traded much. I thought people were going to hop on a little more. House account is monitoring it with Heikinashi 5-minute candles. Heikinashi, the chat house account is up, I think, only $200. That's about it. Actually, that's not the house. There we go. This is the house account. There we go. $247. The chat, you guys can trade the chat, the house account for the chat, and you guys can trade any instrument, 4 minis or 40 micros, and we'll use the payouts for the chat. All right, back to NQ. Nicholas Gomez, if NASDAQ was a GPS, I'm pretty sure it'd say recalculating indefinitely. Yeah, it's been pretty nasty. Let's take a look at gold. Gold. Gold is in a chop fest here as well, but it is in an ascending channel. See what they do here. Ooh, gold starting to tank, breaking that channel. What's NQ doing? NQ is still at the bottom of this range, trying to figure out what it wants to do. And it's choppy. I don't know. I think that may be it for me. I'll take my green in that chop fest. See what gold does here. Up on the 5-minute. Gold is starting to make a move, huh? Look at that. With continuation too. It's the one thing I've noticed about gold. It respects channels and it has continuation. Ooh, look at gold. Oh man, shoulda, coulda, woulda. That's some money right there. It broke the channel and has continuation. That's the one thing I'm liking about gold. I don't trade gold much, but some of you guys have talked about it so much that I've been watching it. Number one, it plays the channels nicely. Two, when there are breaks, it has continuation for scalps. Eco reversal on gold for the 15-minute. Let's take a look. I mean, if they flush below that bottom wick, then I would say continuation to the downside. That would be a break to the downside. Otherwise, probably just range bound as well and coming right back in. Let's take a look at the 5-minute. It didn't break. This wick is holding still. Tempting, tempting, tempting. All right, NQ, I believe, is also now making a move here to that pivot point. Oh, it just made the move to the pivot point. That was the pivot point bounce that I played earlier. I don't know if I want to do it again. So I think the bears have now made their move to the downside with NQ. Trapped longs hoping for that 860, 870 break. Man, you got to have balls of steel to long this pivot point. Can't do it. I can't do it. Yeah, I don't know if I could do that. I think at this point, bears have picked it up, and they're making the move to break a structure right there. It wasn't so damn choppy. I'd hop on that short, but all right, previous day low 759. That was the play for the open I was looking for. Couldn't get it. Now they're making that move. Previous day low 759, right around there. Let's see what happens if they flush that. Forget it. Seeing 680, 670 area next. But I'm not messing with it. Wow. Bears have made their move. Where is this level? All right, so the move played out. They broke out of that range and they made an aggressive move, 60 points on that break of structure. Previous day low was at 760. They flushed it another 7 points. Let's see if this is the bounce. Nicolas, I don't know, man. Just too risky. Not messing with reversals today. Not messing with reversals just yet. WXB would go in along here. Yeah, it's a break of structure. I can't long break a structure. At this point, I'll flip to 4-hour levels, and that is all the way down at 680. So that's break a structure. You don't play reversals on break a structure. There is a pivot point at 725 or 720 or prior pivot point. Let's see if they respect that. Otherwise, 680 is next. Gold, really? Oh, man. Don't tell me that was the short. Yeah, I saw it right here at the break of the channel. That was the entry. Ugh. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. All right, so they broke structure. They got out of this range. 720 pivot point. Did they tap it? No, they didn't really tap it. I'm watching at this point. Not playing reversals just yet. That's a sharp 5-minute candle. I'll watch. All right, so far a 20-point bounce, 730. Pivot point was at 720. They didn't really touch that pivot. They hold this bounce though. Or now are we in a descending channel? And at this point, I'm flipping to 4-hour levels. They broke structure, so I'm not messing with reversals on smaller time frames. I'll watch 680, 660, 670 area. Pivot point's at 720. Looks like they're going to flush that pivot point. Weak bounce for now. See if the bulls can build some steam on the bounce. Otherwise, bear is flushing, looking for more pain. Top onto gold again. Gold, I think, was starting their bounce, right? Yep. Happy kids, I did not get in that short. All right, they're at the 9 EMA. Let's see if they got juice to push this back up. And right back down. Bears saying no to the 9 EMA. I don't know. We just broke structure. I'll wait to see how far we go down. All right, Bears trying to make another leg down. How far will they go? Let's see if they touch 720 and flush it. It's a pivot point. That point, I'd be looking at the 200 SMA on the 30-minute. I'm not even going to mess with 5, or 15-minute levels. 660 is the 200 SMA on the 30-minute. Right there. Not messing with smaller time frame levels because of this push down. So we'll see. So they did a repeat of yesterday. They trapped the rumors, the breakout for all-time highs 1, 2, 3 times. Yesterday was 5 times, and they flushed greedy bulls right back down. They did the same thing yesterday. Now let's see how far we go. There we go. That's that pivot point 720. I'm not even going to attempt to play a bounce at 720. I'm waiting for 30-minute levels at this point. Watching for 660. Okay, DAI, community account, 2 GC. Hold on. All right, let's go into the, do this quickly. So let's hop on to gold. Let's go into chat account. DAI is telling us 2 GC buy limit order at 683. 683. You want 2 longs, right? And no, 683, sell at 688. So you do want a long. Okay. You want 2. 683. There you go. And I'll let it hit. And then I'll put the sell at 688. Stop loss 680. That's sell. All right, we'll let that simmer there for a little bit. And then once we get in position, I'll set the TP. I don't want to set the TP now because it'll hit it. 688 is your TP on that move here. All right, so you're playing that channel, right? That's what you're doing. You're playing the ascending channel, the bottom of that channel for your entry. Entry 683, out at 680, and then we'll get out at 688 for TP. Sounds good, DAI. It's set. All right, let's hop back on to this. NQ did hit that 720 pivot point and now attempting to bounce. If we pop out of this, then I think we're good to go for the bounce. Being that 20 SMA, and it pushed above the 20 SMA. So today, the 20 SMA has been the resistance. Normally, it's the 9. Today, if you look at price action, right, 20 SMA is the purple line. 20 SMA provided resistance, flush down, resistance, flush down. They tried to push up, brought it right back down, and then the 20 SMA has been providing the resistance to the way down. That was one attempt to push above the 20. That's interesting because I usually use the 20 and the 200, but lately I've been using the 9 since price action seems to be playing the 9 a little more in terms of scalping. But we did see how the 20 SMA has been providing the resistance for this move up throughout the morning. All right, came to that 20, got rejected. Let's see what happens here. Hop back onto the chat account. Chat account is for you guys to trade. We're waiting for this pullback down to 683 with a 680 stop, and we'll have a TP at 88. So we're on a holding pattern there. Back to my accounts. And we had that little move to the downside, and now we're in a consolidation area. Saw the break of structure there. Consolidating. Is it a consolidation for another leg up? I'm sorry, another leg down, or a consolidation for another leg to the downside? Oh, we just got the fill. Okay, we got the fill on the chat account. The chat account's in play. Let's set that TP right here. Sell 2. DAI, you're the man today. Let's see it. And DAI, if you want to close the account, the the position earlier or something, let me know. But that is the trade for gold now. We just got an entry there. All right, we do have a stop at 680, and 688 is the TP on that one. That is the chat account. Die taking a stab at this trade. There it goes. Hold on, let me see how I can show. There we go. Much better. So that is the house account P&L moving there. This is a trade by Die, one of our viewers, taking a stab at a gold trade with an entry at 363. I'm sorry, 683, exit at 688, and along with a stop at 680. And Die, look at him being a hero today with the chat account trade. I think everybody should give some likes just for one of our viewers taking a stab at the chat house account. So if you haven't done so, smash that like, smash that subscribe. We're watching this one live. Wiki. All right, I'm gonna hop off in a little bit. I gotta take my kid to school. All right, look at this. Look at this gold trade. Die, the hero of the day. Ooh, look at that. The chat house account taking a beautiful trade there. Thank you to Die. Sell, sell, sell. All right, sell it, sell it. He's saying don't. All right, let's sell that. All right. I think everybody should give a couple of likes, like 10 likes for Die taking a stab and pushing the house account. Some nice green, took an $800 trade there. Oops. Die, man. Congrats, man. Very nice. Very nice trade. Di, you want to tell us the thinking of that trade? I have an idea. I think you're using the bottom of that channel, the support area at the bottom, but that's my opinion. Why don't you tell us how you put that trade together? You had a set entry, a set TP, and a set stop loss. So tell us what the thinking was on that trade for the chat, for everybody. Di's overnight. So for Di, his overnight charts had that level, and it was always bounce. Got it. Very nice. Nicely done. And actually, the nicer part of that was the out was perfect. Otherwise, we would have been flushed right back down. So very nice trade, Di. Very nice. You guys just saw a gold trade by one of our viewers, and the chat account is open to everyone who wants to take a stab at it. All we ask is give us your thinking, a stop loss, an entry, and a TP, and take a stab at it. All right, hopping back to NQ. Is this the V recovery? Carlos, our permabull. Oh, man. Okay, so we bounced at that 720 pivot point and got into a little bit of consolidation, coming back to test the bottom of that range, the overnight range. So if they can push right back into the range that we were playing, I guess bulls are in control, but I got to get out of here now. I'm going to take my kiddo to school, so maybe I'll come back a little later. Very nice trade, Di. All right, that's a 70-point bounce right at the 720 pivot point. I was a little too chicken to take it. All right, looks like we're getting back into the original range they were battling, and that could be the breakout now. But Di, thank you, man. That was a nice little treat for the stream for the viewers. So kudos on that trade. Appreciate you. All right, go NQ on a rampage now, huh? Where's VWAP? 816. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to call it. I got to take my kiddo to school and get back to dad and house duties, but I do appreciate everybody tuning in, walking out with the green, and more importantly, the house account with a beautiful trade thanks to one of our viewers, Di. I'll be back tonight for the Asia session, 9:15 p.m. Eastern, and tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. Thank you all. Appreciate you all tuning in. It's been a choppy morning for NQ, for sure. And we'll see how it all plays out throughout the day. Appreciate you all. Have a great day. If you're new to the stream, do me a favor. If you're enjoying the stream, smash that like, smash that subscribe button, and I will see you guys either later tonight for the Asia Sessions traders or mañana, tomorrow. Laters.